Hi, my name is Travis Torme and I'm a criminal defense lawyer in New Jersey. This video has a ton of information on drunk driving offenses and how I defend against them. First, I'm going to tell you about DWI charges and the potential penalties involved. Then I'm going to tell you about the many ways that I attack DWI charges in New Jersey, one of which may be able to help you defend your case. There are two things that affect how serious and what the penalties will be for you. The first is whether or not you have any prior offenses. First offense, second offense, third or subsequent offense, all different penalties. The second is your level of intoxication. The legal limit in New Jersey is 0.08 blood alcohol content. If your level of intoxication was above 0.08% in New Jersey, you will be charged with DWI. Generally, the higher your blood alcohol content, the more serious the penalties you're facing in terms of license suspension and ignition interlock device. And this makes sense. If someone's close to the legal limit, they're not going to get as hammered as someone who's 3 times the legal limit. Judges and prosecutors will often come down hard on someone who has a much higher reading. As you're going to find out later, I can often challenge the breath test readings themselves. But let me first clear up some first offense penalties. For a first offense DWI in New Jersey, there is a first tier and a second tier offense. The first tier offense is between 0.08% and 0.10%. The penalties you are facing are as follows: a 3-month driver's license suspension, a fine, and 12 to 48 hours in the Intoxicated Drivers Resource Center. However, if your blood alcohol content was above 0.10%, your license suspension jumps from 3 months to 7 months to 1 year is the range. Finally, if your blood alcohol content was above 0.15%, there's a new law in New Jersey that was recently passed which requires an ignition interlock device, a blowing device, be installed on your vehicle even when you get your license back. The higher tiers obviously include the fines and large jumps in insurance premiums, but they also have a higher license suspension and potentially the ignition interlock device. That's the blowing device on your car, which is obviously embarrassing and expensive. Again, I'm going to tell you how I fight these charges in a minute. Let me just finish the penalties. For a second offense DWI in New Jersey, a 2-year driver's license suspension, a fine, classes at the Intoxicated Driver Resource Center, and an ignition interlock device, a blowing device, must be installed on your vehicle. For a third DWI offense in New Jersey, a 10-year driver's license suspension, a fine, classes at the Intoxicated Driver Resource Center, and most importantly, a mandatory 180 days in the county jail. 90 days of that sentence can be served at a state-approved inpatient rehabilitation center, but 90 days of it has to be straight county jail time. Now that you know what you're facing and the penalties involved, let me tell you how I typically attack DWI cases in New Jersey. I have created several videos with my defense strategies, and you can click any of the links below to get that information. You can also get my contact information on my website, criminallawyerinnj.com. I'm happy to talk to you anytime for a free consultation.